Walk, keep on walking straight, straight to the hell we made. Why always a wall, babe, when we wanna come closer? Don't tell a million lies, kill the butterflies. I just wanna make things right. Walk, keep us on the road. Try to find what we had before. Yeah, this bottle man is gone. Won't you stop? Don't you shut us down. Speak before we hit the ground. Tell me now what's on your mind. I hear voices telling me you need to let him go. There's nothing there worth fighting for. I just need to know if one thing is true. Do you still love me like you used to do? What if they alright? Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Are we still in love? What if they alright? Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Are we still in love? Walk, turn around and walk away is the easiest way, they say. But I don't wanna give us up. Us to make it will be the hardest thing to lose out on every single dream. And I don't plan on giving us up. I hear voices telling me you need to let him go. There's nothing there worth fighting for. I just need to know if one thing is true. Do you still love me like you used to do? What if they alright? Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Are we still in love? Hey, what if they alright? Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Are we still in love? What if they alright? Shine. Tell me that we'll be fine. Are we still in love? What if they alright? Baby, can we still shine? Tell me that we'll be fine. Are we still in love?
The Thinking Class. We bring together forward-thinking, spiritually conscious individuals to learn, share, grow, and reframe our mindsets. We push to reach our maximum potential on all levels so that we can unlock new spiritual and practical paths to strengthen the relationships that matter most and usher in a new era of intellectual and behavioral mastery. Thank you for joining the Thinking Class. LDA's Personal AI. Mr. Davis here to serve you. Keep it spiritual, keep it player.
Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. We are live today. Thank you for the intro. Thank you, Mr. Davis, for coming in and helping me out today. As we talk about today, take the game off of the pedestal. Take the game off of the pedestal. So good to see you. Good. Thank you so much, Jonathan W., for the jerk chicken fun. Thank you, Renee, for being here also, too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone as we go into this discussion, man. What a great week it has been. A lot of work's been getting done. Good to see you. Beautiful animated speaks. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Happy New Year's to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everyone that's here. Hope you guys hear me loud and clear. No, everything is good. You know, we are working on the production side of it, getting everything together. Thanks to the Thinking Class Behind the Veil. Thank you so much, you guys, for actually the inspiration for a lot of this and what's going on. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get ready to get busy. Hit the likes up. Get the likes up. If you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Let's get it going as we get going today. So I always talk about GAME. I always talk about game. And how we define game over here is simply strategy. Ain't nothing, no manipulation and all, like a strategy. How to get from point A to point B. That's just game. Then we talk about game, we define it another way. We define game also as understanding human nature and understanding male nature and female nature. Game. Simply all that other stuff you heard is just game. Salute, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. That's just simple game. That's all this other stuff. I don't know what you heard, whatever the case may be. And then last of all, when we define game as simply, you can't just hear the game, you got to actually execute the game. Too many people hear the game, but they never execute the game. So let me make sure everybody's on the same page on what I'm saying. So I'm going to repeat it again. Game is simply strategy, understanding getting from point A to point B, understanding male nature, female nature, and human nature. That's all game is. If you apply it to anywhere in your life, that's what it is. Second of all, game must be executable. So you got to take the information and it must execute it in a thorough way. Simply with game. Game is in every aspect of our lives, everything that we do. But I have a dichotomy here. I have something that's been bothering me. What's up? What's going? Good to see you, Hannibal. Good to see you, bro. Something that's been bothering me. Been keeping me up at night, making me think, man, what do I change around here? How do I be realistic? And I talked to the people behind the scenes on the Deacon class behind the velvet rope. You know, we talked yesterday, but today I want to share something that we need to take game off of the pedestal. I give you a beautiful definition of how we define a game. I ain't talking about what the pimp say. I ain't talking about what somebody else say. I'm not talking about what some other content creator said. I give you a clear definition of game, how we define it here. Clear definition. You must, let me say this before I even go into what I really want to go into. Anytime somebody's giving you information, make sure they give you clear definition, clear understanding. You can have clear clarity, and you can have clear execution. Vague and it's like this and like all that kind of stuff ain't gonna cut it. You should be able to understand what is being said, the information is being said, so that you can execute it in your life. That's what we're saying. So I made sure I gave a clear definition of what game is. I don't care who it is, from the White House to the turkey joint. Everyone's playing the game. It is what it is. But with the dichotomy that I have with game, especially on these YouTubian streets and YouTube streets and on Facebook and everything else, and even sometimes in the street, we have now made game a thing of almost like a boutique. Checking in, check the source. Thank you so much, brother. We need to check. We have so loosely used the word game that we have now, it has lost its potency when it comes to what it is. Let me say that again. We have so loosely used it. Everybody use game. Hey, game this, game that, and game. He run a game, she run a game. And the classic thing is women say, I don't want no man to play games. The men said, I don't want no woman to learn game. They run game on me. Everyone has used the word game, but let me give some substance to what we're talking about. This is the dichotomy that I have. We must take game off of the pedestal. How can you say all those things? You have Pimp God on here, you had Alpha Kingdom, you have other people up here, and you said take game off of the pedestal? Yes, I am saying take game, Game, off of the pedestal. Take game off of the pedestal. But I didn't even know I had it on the pedestal. But let me tell you, you had it on the pedestal. Let me give another look at what I mean by take game off of the pedestal. Even though I gave a thorough explanation and definition of the word game, what you got to understand is, and I said this yesterday behind the scenes, y'all missed it, it was good. You need to write this in the chat room. Game is just a tool. Put that in the chat room. We ain't going no further until we get that. Game is just a tool. Write that in the chat room. We ain't going no further. I stop the show and I go behind the scenes. We'll go live. Game is just a TOOLS, just a tool. I'm waiting for the first person to even write it in the chat room. Game is just a tool. Game is just a tool. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. Thank you. Game is just a tool. Game is just a TOOLS. It's just a tool. It's just a tool. I guess everybody else scared to write it in the chat room, but game is just a tool. And with a tool, it is to be used. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Game is just a tool. If game is just a tool, why are you putting a tool on a pedestal? This is the dichotomy that I have. This is the struggle that I had in this week. Game is just a tool. It is something that you just use. Like money is just a tool. It is something that you use. But what we have done on these streets called YouTube and online and offline, we haven't put game on a pedestal and we neglected to put the right person on the pedestal. Game is just a tool. We talked about it yesterday, so I ain't gonna go too far deep into what we said yesterday. The game is just a tool that you use. What has happened is people have been using game to get what they want instead of what? Being who they should be to get what they want. I know that I might have went over somebody's head. Let me say it this way. Let me give an analogy. Even though you have the tool to drill into the wood, you still need the person that operates the tool to drill into the wood. The problem is we put more emphasis on the tool and not on the person using the tool. So what you realize is you need to put yourself back on the pedestal. Let me say that again. 2023, you need to put yourself back on the pedestal. What does that mean? This says that we say this does not mean that you become narcissists and it's all about me and this and this and that. No, it ain't just about we on that. Or that you become overly arrogant. No, this ain't about that. This is realizing your proper position and the use of what you're doing. Thank you. Thank you. You got it, brother. I shared that clip on IG. Be who you want to be to get what you want. Correct. That's it. That you understand the game, the tool. Most people have put so much emphasis on the tool of the game that they have not put emphasis on being the game or being the person that they need to be. It doesn't make sense to give a 5-year-old child keys to your car because he doesn't have the wherewithal or the skill set or even the mindset to drive a vehicle, a 10-ton, 2-ton vehicle. He will hurt himself and everyone around him, even though the car is the tool. We have been given tools to people who are not qualified to even use them or don't even know how to execute them. The emphasis should be on you. Are you the person who you need to be? I believe you. Trust me, I'm all about the game. I'm all about the GAME. I understand the game, and now I'm talking about some slick stuff, slick Willie stuff, and yo. I'm talking about game. Everyone plays the game of life. But the problem is we have made the game the goal and not realizing that it's the tool. Thank you. Put things in proper perspective. That's it. We missed it. And the real essence of it is you need to knock game off of the pedestal because everybody's looking. You scour the internet looking for game. Let me get this game. How do I get her? How do I get him? What do I need to do? How do I do this? You're looking for all of that, but you have not worked on your nasty attitude. You have not worked on your dress. You have not worked on your mindset. You have not worked on who you are. You have not dealt with who you really are, but yet you want the game. All you're going to do is use the tool and lose what you used the tool for. What? Because you never was that person in the first place. That's what we have a lot of people perpetrating the fraud on these YouTubian streets and Facebook streets and integrating the streets and people blowing up, talking all slick and all this kind of stuff. But they don't, if they do, they are not that person in real life. I know what I'm talking about. They're not that person in real life. They don't talk that talk. They don't walk that walk. All it is a show. You're running a sham. They can show you, and they can show you, I don't care who it is. They can show you the game, but they're not living the game. What's going on, Shalon? They are not living it. You need to knock game off of the pedestal. You're using game to get what you want instead of being what you want. Let me say that again for those who get this. You're trying to use game to get what you want instead of being what you want. That's the difference. So when you become what you want, the use of game only takes you 5x, 10x, 100x to what you're going to do. This is the separation from elementary stuff to this is advanced. You have to become what you want. Stop looking to use game as a means to get what you want. You end up getting it, and then you end up losing it. Why? Because you were never that in the first place. Let me give another example. You see a guy, he talks to the girl, oh my God, she's a 10, and he end up getting, hypothetically, she's a 10. Oh, he end up running the game on her, and he gets to 10. The problem is his internal conversation, how he feels about himself, his attitude will cause him to use the game, get some results, but it would never maintain the results that he got with the game because his internal conversation, what he believes about himself, will talk him out of being with that young lady. Oh, you don't think that? You may not like that example. Let's do it another example. You didn't use the game and your connects to get this job. You get to the job and they hire you in, and automatically you end up, because you didn't work on yourself, you end up late, punching in late, taking an hour lunch when it was only 30 minutes. Then you went on and you cussing, you on the phone, talking loud at your desk and cussing people out. You walking down there, you don't understand you was never that job. Even though you used the game to get the job. If this is resonating with you, put a number 1 in the chat room. Put a number 1 in the chat room. Y'all, man, I'm telling you, I will definitely jump into the behind the scenes on this one. Put a number 1 in the chat room. So we've been putting emphasis on the tool and not on the person. It's you. It is you. Put yourself back on the pedestal. And I don't mean that somebody going, somebody come out and worship you. No, I'm not saying that. Put yourself back in your proper position. The game has a place. It's a tool. Certain tools do getting certain results. But the thing is, you need the person. Thank you. Good to see you, Mrs. Tan. Certain things, even though you have the game, because everybody uses the game. I don't care who it is, you use the game. But if you're not the person, you will lose whatever game you will lose whatever you used to get what you want with the game. So you got to get this. You need to put yourself and get your attitude, your mind, your thoughts. What are you saying to yourself? Put yourself back on the, it's the guy who hear a little something on YouTube, hear something on Facebook, or the girl that hears something on Facebook. Oh, I need to work on that. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna wear this dress to get this man. You wear that dress, but all during the dinner date, you're saying, oh, I don't know if he likes me. Oh, what about my lipstick? Oh, what about my hair is too short? Oh, what about, I don't know. I don't know if I eat the food, I gotta cover my mouth while I'm eating. Different share with my man. So it's all this is it. You worried about what he gonna say. You are too focused. You don't realize that you are the woman for that moment. Let me say that again for all the ladies in the chat room. You got to come that you are the woman for that moment. Get out of your head. Back to the men. It's the same thing for the men. You got to realize that you are the man for the moment. Ain't nobody like me. I'm all that plus a bag of chips and some dip. And if she don't sip, I'm out. Boom. Tell me, you got to come with that kind of confidence. Then you execute the game. What we've been doing is giving you tools to a person who doesn't have the skill set to use it. It's like taking me, putting me in a surgical environment when somebody's about to get surgery done on their lungs, and you asking me to pass me the knife. What? No, not that one. This one. That's what we have done. We have given people tools to execute the game, but who are not qualified. How do you qualify yourself? I'm glad you asked. You qualified yourself. You qualify yourself by being. Somebody put it already in there. Embody the game. Don't pedalize the game. That's it. It's my son calling. Let me say that again. You do not what? You do not put the game on the pedestal. You take the game off of the pedestal. Hold on, my son is imagine see what he wants. You don't do that. I'm telling you. So you got to understand that. Thank you. You embody the game. You become it. That's the problem. People have not became what they want. Let me say the saying so everybody's on the same thing. Uh-oh. I always say sugar high, sunny high. I always say sugar honey iced tea ain't ugly, just may not be her type. Right. Gotta understand that. See, this the thing. The reason, let me break some things down. We put emphasis on the game because we want to use the game to get something from the game. See, if I go use game from point A to point B, or if I use it to understand female nature, male nature, masculine nature, and all that to get something, it's a tool. But the thing of it is, whatever we wanting, we don't have. You only get what you are. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. Let me say that again. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. So many people are so focused on I gotta get this. I gotta get that. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. I gotta get this. I gotta get this. No, you get who you are. I don't care how much game you hear, you try to use, you only get who you are. This is the reason why the rich get richer and the poor get poor. I don't care if you take the poor person out of the hood and put them down in the suburbs with a 3-bedroom house, 2 bath, upstairs, downstairs. You get them a TV, you get them Apple phone, Apple everything. They will lose it because they were never that in the first place. That's why you can take the rich person and take all their money away, and they'll say, in a year, I will have everything back. That's why, because the riches is not predicated on what they have or do not have. The riches is who they are. That's the reason why the rich get richer and the poor get poor. That's why the people who have the game embody the game. Only you can lose, but they always going. You can lose, and while you snoozing, they already got back what they lost and got it double. Why? Because it is who they are. Does that mean that you don't exercise some game? No, but you got to embody who you are. Please understand this. Please understand what I'm saying to you. You have to embody it. That's why you're not parties. You're not game off the pedestal. Like, oh man, forget that. What? Let me embody this. This is the real. If you want to know the real game of life, that's how it really works. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poor. That's why the man or the lady who don't look like everybody, why she keep getting a boyfriend, you wonder, well, she don't even look like it. She's not this, she's not that. Because how she thinks about herself, not this whole pretend think about herself. I'm all that and this and this and that. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about really think about themselves. Guess what happens? They get what they want. Because that's who they are. The problem is we've been using the steps the wrong way. You have to be it first, execute the game, have it. First, you be it because you have it, and the game because you have it automatically works. What's going on, Cindy? That's the game. Please understand, not the game off the pedestal. Some of y'all been searching for, how do I get a man? 10 steps to get a man. 10 steps to get another. How do I get 10 steps to get a woman? What do I need to get my finance? I'm all for the steps and things like that, because you need that. But first thing you need to do is make sure that you are what you say you want, especially in this 2023. You must be it. Don't come to this channel. Don't do nothing if you are not what you say you want to be. I'm giving you the game. I'm putting you back on the pedestal. So what time is it? 1:23. Let me help everybody out. We're gonna do an exercise here. I want you to, in your imagination, knock game off of the pedestal, and I want you to put yourself back on the pedestal. Let me say that again. I want you to knock game in your imagination off of the pedestal. All the things you think you need to do, should do, what you heard, knock it off the pedestal. And put yourself back on the pedestal. The right version of yourself that has what you said that you want to use game to get. Put yourself back on. See, let me say this too. And I didn't say this yesterday, Renee. Forgive me, Renee. I didn't say this yesterday. The version of you right now can get what you want in 2023. The version of you, how you think about yourself, will not get your 2023, will not get Your 2022 version of you will not get the things that you want in 2023. Facts. People can never pretend to be someone they aren't for long. True nature always shows. Come on. Thank you so much. Let me say that again. The version of you that you're going to put back on a pedestal cannot, the 2000 version of you cannot be the version that's going to get the things that you want in 2023. I'm sorry. All it got was what you got in 2023. I'm trying to help somebody embody their 2023. Your mindset, your attitude. Well, I can't find no man. I can't find no woman. And you start, these modern women. These modern women, these modern men, ain't no dating things out here. Ain't nobody got it together. Ain't no love in these streets, and all that kind of stuff like that. That mindset is going to get more of what you want. The same thing. Your complaining, your whining is going to only produce what you get right now. If you want something different in your life, change your mind, change how you see yourself, change how you believe about yourself. Then the game that you need to use will show up. Let me say it like this, because some of y'all, let me get it. The principle works like that. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When you become who you need to be, guess what? The game that you need to use will appear. You'll find a video, or you'll read something on Instagram. You'll see something somebody posting, and be like, bam, that's what I need to do, because that's who I am. But what we do is we do it backwards. We try to find all the tools. What I need to do this. I need that too. I need that too. I need that too. Which is nothing more getting educating yourself and being well equipped. I'm not against that, but you need to be it. Be it. That's how it works. We've been going counter to that. That's why you have to become it. Let me see what you're saying. That's why I don't understand the fakery. A whole waste of time in industry. Believe it, receive it, achieve it. The secret to life. Yes, you have to embody it. And most people have not embodied it. Let me say something too, because since we on this trajectory. Some people say they embody this. I need a king. I need a man to do all this for me. I need a woman who's going to do this, who's going to submit to me, who's going to do all this. And the reality of it is, can I get some? Wait a minute. Can I get some game? Can I share this? Can I share this? Please let me know in the chat room. Can LDA share this right here? Because this is the number one big problem. I'm pushing you for 2023. Make sure the likes up. Get the likes up. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I needed, brother. That's all I needed. Even though I said embody it, even though I said knock game off of the pedestal, I said knock game off of the pedestal. Knock it off the pedestal. Get it off the pedestal. But here's the real secret right here. Here's the secret to the sauce. You can say, you for women and for the men, I want a man that's going to do this for me, who's going to do that for me, and I want this. The woman can say, the man can say, I want a woman who's going to submit this and this and that. But I realize the problem is we're giving the game, the tools to people who don't love themselves. We're giving the game to people who do not really love and like who they are. And so what you do is you try to get somebody and you attract them, you use game, you use whatever to bring them in your life to love the part of you that you don't like about your own self. You try to use the game because you want the girl, guys, you want the girl because you do not love yourself enough. You do not love who you are. You don't love how you look. When you look in the mirror, you like, oh my God, I got so much work to do. And what you don't realize, no matter how much game I give you or you hear from other places, and I encourage you to go to other places and listen to it. And I told you take game off the pedestal. But until you fall in love with yourself, and I don't want to hear this because I hear this a lot. People come to me with one-on-one consultations and things like that. Oh, I love myself. No, you don't. No, you don't. You think you love yourself, but you really don't. And what you're realizing, what you're getting back in your life is people reflecting the love that you have for yourself. What you're getting is people reflecting back to you. No, that ain't true, LDA. What you talking about, bro? Now, this girl's crazy. Yeah, because on some wise, you crazy. Well, you know, these modern women, I'm just saying they like this, they tripping. On some wise, you keep tracking these modern women. But these modern men, they don't want to do right. I don't understand because you don't want to do right. We refuse to look in the mirror and say that the secret sauce is you. It has nothing to do with game. It has nothing to do with this and that. It has to do with you loving you for you. Oh man, no better, you'll do better. That's loving yourself. You got to love everything about you. I said it a little bit yesterday. You got to love the quirks and screws, the things about you, how you move, how you walk. When I walk past them, I got a two mirror. I got several mirrors in my place, in my house. I look, I'm like, man, I look good. You fine, man. You know, I like the way you dress. Like how you put I tell myself how I want to. I'm not looking on the outside for somebody else to confirm who I am, because I already put myself on the pedestal. So I tell myself I love who I am. The problem is, men and women, you're looking for love, as the song goes, in all the wrong places and wondering why the game ain't working. That's why, because you're looking for somebody. You're looking for somebody to love you where you don't love yourself, where you do not love yourself, where you don't love your weight, you don't love your hair, you don't love this, and you want somebody to accept you when you have never, ever, ever, and I'm talking to you, you have never accepted yourself. I'm talking to you, brothers. I'm talking to you, sisters. You have never, ever accepted who you are. You have never accepted the way you dress. You have never accepted the way you wear your shoes. You never accepted your style. You never accepted, but you want to use game to manipulate, because people use the tool wrong way, and that's manipulation, to get somebody to come in there to try to love you where you don't love yourself. If this is resonating with you, put a number 3 in the chat room. I got to give my own self some props on that. That's why I'm saying knock the game off the pedestal. Put it in its proper place. It's just a tool that you use. But the real thing is that you really love yours. Do you really love yourself? Do you really care about yourself? Do you take yourself out to eat? Do you get yourself? Do you take time to make sure that you're groomed? Do you make sure you have the right thoughts about yourself? Because I don't care. Nobody can pretend and fake on these streets and on this gram right here. If you are talking negative about yourself, everyone around you is going to reflect your negative talk that you have about yourself. Well, you know, I ain't no good. I'm just a simp. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody. I'm just here to try to make it, and ain't nobody gonna work with it. No, bruh. No, sis. Wake your Get off of your asphalt and get something done and realize who the heaven you are. Not game off of the pedestal and use it as a tool. Use it as a what? A tool for what it is. Put yourself back on the pedestal. Begin to love. Do you really love yourself? Somebody said something yesterday behind the scenes. He said, all of this time I've been trying to seek love from everywhere else and not realizing that I really need to love myself. And what you're going to reflect because you don't love yourself is people who do not love you. I don't care how much they say, with the modern man and the modern woman. I'm so tired of this talk about the modern man and the modern woman and this and this and this and that. And this. Shut the front door up. Shut the front door up. I'm tired of it. Appreciate that for the cash up, brother. This good brother. From coming to the America and barbershop, pass the collection plate. Appreciate that. Thank you for doing it. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You got to realize you not love yourself. You're so worried about the modern woman. They got you hypnotized. They have put the woes of the modern woman and the woes of the modern man on the pedestals in your life. And what has happened is you keep attracting that crap to your life. Oh boy. Even if people don't repeat the negativity, you lose people. No one wants to be around negative energy. It's a parasite. No one wants. Correct. Please understand. This right here, this live right here will change your whole perspective. This whole thing would change your perspective. You realize who you are. You got to love you. That's why you let me cut to the chase. Renee, help Renee. I know we didn't go like this yesterday. But I'm gonna say this, Renee. That's why these guys on here are trying to get the big booty, IG model and all that, because they think there's love in between the booty and the breasts, and they think that's gonna do it. Let me say that again. You want the external validation. You want the external validation and the booty and she all this, so you can say to your boys, yeah, I got this girl. But secretly, you don't even love yourself and you don't even love the girl, and she was just a passing in the wind. You used the game the wrong way. Put some respect on the game. It's just a tool. Put some respect on your name. Put some respect to who you are. The same for you women. Ooh, I want a guy who's 6 feet straight and he gotta have 10, he gotta have 9 figures and he gotta do this. You don't even qualify for a man like that because you don't even know who you are. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Woo! All that jelly and no toast. Posted that on IG yesterday. See, bro, you in the spirit, you right there. You end up getting an IG model. You didn't use your game and you didn't do all that, and you realize she can't even spell jelly. She can't even spell toast. She can't even cook a hot dog. She only put a hot dog in the microwave. All she know how to do is cook ramen noodles. You want some ramen noodles? That's all she know how to do. You chasing after things that are hollow because you are hollow, superficial. Take the game off of the pedestal. Put yourself back on the pedestal. I've seen it too many times. You chasing after somebody with ramen noodle who's got a cuisine. I'm a ramen noodle expert. She can't even cook a hot dog. Couldn't even boil water. Shoot, eggs are so high she couldn't even put eggs in the correct way. But you chasing after something that's superficial with no substance. And don't worry, sisters, you do the same thing. Oh, look at that eggplant he got. Oh my God. And that's what I want. I want the eggplant. I want the man who can do this to me. No substance. I'm not saying that you're going to pick, I'm not saying for you to pick Poindexter, but I am saying, listen here. Yeah, too many people miss out behind the scenes. Yes, they do. Right there. You picking Poindexter, and you think you missing out. So don't worry about it. Women do the same thing. You putting the wrong things on the pedestal. This may be too much for somebody. What time is it? 1:40. You putting too. This is I want you to get. Your life will change when you realize that you must change how you see yourself, what you believe about yourself, and use game the correct way to get what's in your life. Let me give you an example we used yesterday behind the velvet rope. Thank you, Renee, for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Behind the velvet rope, this is what happens. If anybody's played video games, I don't know, the extent of my video game playing is Atari and maybe Sega Genesis. So don't even try to get me, but it's a beautiful analogy, and I want you to really hear this analogy. Pay attention. 1, 2, 3. Pay attention to what I'm about to say to you. Right now. Pay attention. In the video game world, different characters, when you're loading up the avatar, different characters have different tools that they use when they're activated in the game. So this one avatar can do this, can kick, can box, but he doesn't have a knife. While this other avatar can kick, box, have a knife, and has a 9mm, gun, whatever the case may be. Got me tongue tied. The problem is you have not activated the avatar of who you are so that you can play the right game. God said it's all right. It's already here. You just got to ask, believe, receive, and it be it first. Correct. You got it, man. So the problem is you have not activated the avatar of who you are to execute the game that you need to execute in the game of life. So look, what's going on, Top? Good to see you, bro. Friday the 13th, everybody. Let me say that again. I'm not a big video game player. Like I said, it was Atari, the last thing I played, and maybe Sega this with my little sister, or whatever the case may be. But I understand the concept that different avatars or different players or characters in the game have different things inside of them that's active that you can put on them. So when they get into the game, they can win. But the thing of it is, they have to become it in order to what? Execute it in the game or in the life. That's what you have to do. You have to become. If I can seal this, get this stuck on your head like a sticky note on your refrigerator, I want you to get this. You have to become it. You have to become what you say you want in order to execute for the game that's inside of you, the game that you're learning around everyone else, to activate. Some of you are only activating poverty, bad relationships, modern woman, modern man. She ain't gonna submit. He don't know. He don't do this, and she don't do that. All you're doing is activating what's in your avatar or your character or your thinking or your mindset, and all you're going to do is get a repeat. You're going to get a rerun. I love watching reruns of the Jeffersons and the Archie Bunker and realizing that the show is not taped live. That's what you're doing with your life. You keep getting reruns of what you have placed inside of your mind. You must become what you want. Please understand this. When you become what you want, y'all better get this one. You better get this. You better get this one. When you become what you want, you no longer want it. Let me say it again. When you become what you want, you no longer want it. I'm going to use this example again. I do not want the Apple. This is Apple 13 or 13 or 14, whatever this one is. I don't go out there and like, oh, I want the Apple 14. I want the Apple 14. I have it. I no longer want it anymore. I don't. When you become what you want, you no longer want it. I hope y'all get this. This the real game you need to be really getting. So now, once it becomes what I want, guess what I do? Now I execute the game because I have it already to pull it towards me. I'll give you another example. Last year, we were looking to get a Mac. So look, what's going on, RJ? We were looking to get a MacBook Pro for the thinking class. What I did, let me give you a live example. What I did, we have people giving towards getting the MacBook Pro. I want you to get this. We have people giving to get the MacBook Pro. So every dollar and cent was put to the side to give to, I think it was about $2,000 for this MacBook Pro. So what we did was, what I did, let me tell you what I did for the thinking class. This ain't for just for me, for my use. It's for the thinking class. This is so we have a better production and everything like this. But I want you to get this. I want you to get this. What I would do is I would go to Micro Center and I would go and look at the MacBook Pro and say, oh, that's mine. I will play on it. I will open and close it. I will see the features. I will go online and look at the reviews of the M1 chip and figure out, I like that. Constantly, I put it in front of the thinking class to say, thinking class, this the money. Any money that comes in through the Cash App or through anything like this, you late, but you on time, baby. Any money that's given for the thinking class Cash App or through Super Chat is going towards the MacBook Pro. We had a vision. We was going there. So what I would do every week or every other week, or I talked to Jono, we would go and I would go look at the MacBook Pro. That's nice. Ooh, man. I looked at the specs. I looked at the reviews. I became saturated with what I already had. I'm giving you game. Y'all better catch this. I came saturated. I'm like, man, I got to have this MacBook Pro. We can have better production. We can run the system. Things are more smoothly. You can have better lighting, things like that. I did that for I think 6 months or so more. And I presented it to the thinking class. The money that you give is going towards the MacBook Pro. Out of the blue, word is bond. That's an old term. Word is bond. Out of the blue, I get a check. Y'all better check what I'm telling you. I get a check. I get a check from child support. Bing bong. Well, I ain't ready for this. I get a check from out of child support. Oh, we see that you overpaid. I said, yeah, you overpaid. We want to send you a check. So somehow the paperwork wasn't right. And oh man. And something happened. I was like, this ain't, what's up, Joe Black? I was like, this, what's going on? So I had to call down to child support. They said, yeah, we overpaid you, but we can't give you a lump sum of money. I said, what? All right. I get a call. It went through the court systems. Everything worked out. And I'm still saying that we already have this MacBook Pro. They send me some, I get a call from my sister. Yo, you got some mail over here. I said, what do I got some mail over here for what? Well, it looks like you got 15 checks from child support. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 checks from child support. I got 15 checks from child support. So I said, I'll be there immediately. I took those checks, put them in the bank, cash, put them in, sign them. Lawrence D. Adams. Don't you know that the 15 checks along with what was given through the course of the year, was enough money and more to pay for the taxes to buy, not pray for, not believe for, the MacBook Pro that we're using today. That's real talk. So I ain't talking something I read in a book. I'm talking about something we did right here in front of you. There's no way you know of especially a black man getting 15 checks from child support that he overpaid. Please understand what I'm saying to you. Please understand what I'm saying to you. 15 checks from child support. It was my money anyway. I already gave it. Boys are taken care of. But I want you to understand what I'm saying to you. I ain't talking something out the side of my neck. I'm talking about something that I live. And you don't believe it, Joe Blass will vouch for you. I opening up the MacBook Pro live on this broadcast. I ain't playing with this. This the real deal. You gotta understand what I'm talking about. We didn't pray for it. We didn't, well, God, and send your anointing. No, we got it. Cash. We was like Wu-Tang. Cream. Cash rules what? Everything around me. Got a dollar bill, y'all. Get what I'm saying to you. We were like Wu-Tang up in here. Cream. Got to understand how it works. When you align yourself with the universe, things start to connect. Facts. I did this with a Lamborghini Hurricane. Went into the whip for my birthday last year just to go to the dealers and feel like I want to buy one. See, get into, y'all. I'm telling you the game, how it works. I'm telling you, kick game off of the pedestal and use it as a tool, how it's supposed to be. I know the last day of child support was heaven. Shoot, it was heaven before. I mean, let me help some of y'all out. Yeah, for some people, yeah, it may seem like that. I'm gonna answer that because get this question. Don't act the part, be the part. Don't look for it correctly. That's it. So let me say these nuts, because this is a good point. Man, I was already in heaven before I stopped paying child support. You know why? Because I think a lot of men, and I don't know how we got over here, but you brought this here, so we're going to draw it here. I have no problem taking care of my my two sons. They're my sons. I had a good relationship with their mother, the mother of my children. I don't have a baby mama. She's never my baby mama. She was the mother of my children. But I'm going to say this, it wasn't always like that. It was when I changed on the inside that she had to change also. That's a story for another day. At the same time, you said all the game is going to save you until you make the change within yourself. Thank you. You got it. Y'all got to get this. All the game in the world ain't gonna save you. You can have all the tools in the world, and until you change yourself, change who you are, how you see yourself, how you believe about yourself, what you think about yourself. You need to put on you need to be like the barges. You wear it well. Be talking about you, not her or him. I like myself. I like who I am. I like the way I walk. I like the stylish clothes I wear. It's just the little things to do that shows how much I care. That's what you need to be doing. Y'all trying to find love between somebody's legs and not realizing that love is between your head. This head. I got to get y'all back to Jesus. Back to Jesus now. Y'all trying to find love in between somebody's legs, and all you're going to do is you get a wet bottom, and that's all it's going to be. But if you ever understand how life really works, the real game, you understand the real way it works, you'll see that it's completely different. Y'all need to do some, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Y'all need to super chat, cash up. Thank for those who gave. Thank you for gave before the Jerk Chicken Fund. Yep, appreciate it. Do it. I'm telling you, because what I'm giving you here, I'm telling you to say it again. LDA said, get the game off of the pedestal and put it back on you. Why would you put so much focus on a tool when you're the one using the tool? Help me understand that, Renee, Shalonda, these nuts, RJ. Why would you put so much emphasis on a tool when you're the one using the tool? Tools and Jews are just to be used. The real emphasis is on you, your mindset, and who you are. Ooh, boy. My uncle will say, think with your big head, not your little head. I was raised around some isms, so you already know. Yep, you already know. That's right. Thank you, Shalonda. You the prize. The game is just a tool, baby. Everybody can use a jackhammer, and everybody can use a hammer. But it all starts within you. The shooting turned around. So I hope you guys get what I'm putting, y'all picking up what I'm putting down. I need you to, everybody to put a number 5 in the chat room. 5. Why? 5 is grace. Put 5 in the chat room. Pick up what I'm putting down. I've been on a mission to make sure that you get your mind together. Get your loving you together. Stop looking for love and start being the love that you're looking for. Stop looking for love. Some of y'all are looking for love and all. Today, the pimp rests in power, symbol the P. 5. Salute to symbol the P. Salute to the game. Start loving you. Start appreciating you. I can't share what we said behind the scenes yesterday. But when you start loving you, some of y'all don't love yourself. I promise you don't. You know how I can tell you don't love yourself? The way you take care of yourself and the things around you. Everything's cheap. Preaching coming together. Everything's cheap. No one wants to take the blame, LDA. That's why the 2 was being blamed. Uh-oh. Whoa. I gotta get up to that one. What did it say? No one wants to take the blame, LDA. That's why the 2 is being blamed. That right there. Where she said right there. Let me say that. No one wants to take the blame, LDA. That's why the 2 is being blamed. The game is flawless. It's flawless. It works if you work it, but you got to be the right person to work it. Woo. Right there. How to blame anyone but myself anymore, regardless of what about. That's why I got a whole teaching I'm going to bring on behind the velvet rope in the thinking class community on the gospel of responsibility. Some game, different pieces, as you said earlier. Yep. Same game, different pieces, as you said earlier. Right, you right on the money. So I want you to really get what I'm saying today. Thank you for joining us. Come next Friday. If you're not part of the behind the scenes thinking class, we go live every Thursday. In the thinking class behind the velvet rope. I'm not sure anybody has the link. Renee, if you have a link or anybody who's part of the thinking class behind the scenes, you can put the link in there. Glory to God. Glory to this game, man. Behind the scenes, we go live. We'll talk about this more extensively. We got a challenge coming up. I'm still putting it together, but we have I think I'm going to do 7-day challenge. 7-day challenge. If you like what we said here today, we got a thinking class having 7-day challenge coming up. In that LDA of the dark. You want me to elaborate on? He asked for it. So he asked for it. All right, yeah, you got, and that LD after dark is going to be in the thinking class on the community. So that LD after dark. But trust me, let me say this: it's a price to be a part of the thinking class behind the scenes. It ain't free. You want free? You in the wrong place. So let me, because he's part of the thinking class. This man is giving. Let me answer his question right quick. And I normally would answer question behind the scenes, but here it is. So what happens is, in the context of what we're teaching, if you're always looking for something to be cheap, what does that say about yourself? Woo. See, I didn't even read the comment. If you cheat with yourself, it says a lot about your view. Right. You guys are getting it now. So what the thing of it is, you want quality over quantity. Drop the thing for somebody. So I'm gonna tell you it's the price to be a part of it. Renee, if you can, I think you can do an invite, because I want other people to do invites for the thinking class behind the scenes. That's on Thursday. And then we got the 7-day challenge coming up. But see what happens is, I'm gonna go a little bit, then I'm gonna stop. You know, I may cover a little bit, and I might go live in the thinking class today. And even in the thinking class, you have to, behind the scenes, is a whole community. You have to interact. I must say that. This ain't no, ooh, what are you gonna post? This ain't Patreon. Y'all ain't about to be making all these videos and all this kind of stuff. You know, I ain't about to make all them videos. You ain't about to do me like that. No. I'm like Shannon Sharp. Nope. I'm not about to do all them, make tons of videos. You got to participate in your transformation. You got to participate in your transformation. So if you want to be a part of it, I think somebody can give a link. Somebody's sending me a message right now. I think Renee is sending me I think Renee, she just put a message. You get special things that we talk about, we don't say on the thing. So let me give this link. Let's do it. Where's the invite? Boom. I was trying to get other people, because other people can do invites too, not just me. Copy link. Here we go. Boom. There's a link. Paste. It's the link to it. It is not free. Quality over quantity. I may just go live a little bit on the thinking class behind the scenes. Quantity over quantity. Quality over quantity. What I did was, I give an example. I wanted this watch band. So this is the thing. I could have got an old cheap one. This the old cheap one. The old cheap one. What happens is, it's a reflection of how I see myself and how I view the world. What you invest in shows what you have interest in and what you believe in. Many times, and I'm gonna say this for these YouTube streets, and I gotta go. I gotta go do something. Most of these ninjas don't want to invest in themselves, but they want to get the game for free. You want everybody to tell you 10 steps on how to do this, 10 steps how to do that, and how to do this, but you don't want to invest in you. When you invest in you, others would invest in you. I'm talking really good right now. Learn how to invest in you. Let me say this too. Learn to invest in you. Learn to be around people who want to see you grow. The thinking class behind the scenes is about seeing you transformation. Let me get Mr. Davis up here. So, Mr., you understand the big purpose of why we are here. Mr. Davis, please share why we're here again.
The thinking class. We bring together forward-thinking, spiritually conscious individuals to learn, share, grow, and reframe our mindsets. We push to reach our maximum potential on all levels so that we can unlock new spiritual and practical paths to strengthen the relationships that matter most and usher in a new era of intellectual and behavioral mastery. Thank you for joining the thinking class. LDA's personal AI. Mr. Davis here to serve you. Keep it spiritual, keep it player.
2, in the thinking class, for those a part of, we have a private men's group, women's group, and then also 2, we have the LDA of the dark. And then 2, I'm going to incorporate the side of we're going to do that 7-day challenge. So you want to be a part of that? Good. I'm glad you and your husband are. See, wait. Let me put this up here. My husband, boom, 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 and I saved the link, and we'll be joining the class soon. I want you to catch this. I want you to catch this. I want you to catch this. Shout out to Sap, Keep listen to this. Her husband and her. So all those detractors and all those and this and that. Look at this. Her husband and her brother been messaging. He been commenting. She been commenting. I want you to get this. This is what it's about. It's about community. It's about us growing together. You cannot do it by yourself. It's all the crap we hear on these YouTube streets about the marriage and the marriage this and the marriage that. I don't know about marriage. Baby, you got to have the right game and the right mindset to be in the right mind to have a right marriage. Don't get me started about that. I wouldn't get married in these times of days. You ain't got the right game. You ain't set up the right system to succeed for you. Let me say this. I have highly respect for a man and his wife. Let me say that again. And you can message me behind the scenes about this. Oh, somebody's messaging me now. Yeah, you. Do you know why when I copied the link it didn't? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, Renee. But yeah, you should be able to do that too. But you can message me. I have high respect because we don't honor marriages anymore. People being together, staying together, good, bad, or indifferent. Everybody looking for a way out instead of a way in. Then the people who want to weigh in are looking for a way out, and then the people weighing up, you know what I'm saying. But I want you to get this. I salute you and your husband. I salute you and your wife. This is what we need to be celebrating right here. This is what we celebrate here. Y'all can have all that other stuff, all that bickering and fighting, and he did this one with the blue hair, like Hannibal was saying. This one debating about the person with the blue hair, and this woman is doing that. This is what it's really about. She honored her husband. Yo. Man. She honored her husband. Thank you, Renee. You said that yesterday. You can be a power couple and the man still be the leader. Dude, man, come on. You got to. This is it. And everybody ain't supposed to be married. Everybody ain't supposed to be married. But some of y'all ninjas need to marry somebody because you're gonna be married to that dog or to that cat. You're gonna be the cat woman or you're gonna be the dog man. Bunch of dogs around you. But let me say that what Renee said, you can be a power couple and the man still be the leader. Y'all better get this. I'm about to say some things behind the scenes. I put the link in there. I'm gonna put it again. I was trying to get Renee and I think Joe Blash. You can put a link in there too, so you get referral points when you refer other people to the thinking class. And what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a 7-day challenge coming up. I'm gonna get more details about it, but I have to honor what she just did. Because all this talk about the modern woman and the modern man, look what she just did. She honored her husband. I don't care what y'all say. I don't even know these people. First time you've seen them. She honored her husband. Yeah, I don't know what place you at, but she honored her husband. And right, keep it spiritual and keep it player. With that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm trying to get my outro together. Where is it? I had an outro. There it is. Let me drop it down. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for everything that you guys have done. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why it's doing that. We out. Peace to the family. Here. Thank you, brother. Gotta get peace. Air peace. Join us next Friday. Take the game off the pedestal. Put yourself back on the pedestal. Take that game off the Take the game off the pedestal. Put yourself back on the pedestal. Put yourself back on the pedestal.
Tell me what you want, babe. Look at what you got, man. Tell me what you want, babe. Look at what you got, man. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy, I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, you'll get it, man. Don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it, man. Don't forget